Grief does us no good unless we use it to focus our commitment. We need to rally our forces. It's time to turn this Daedric tide before the waters of oblivion overwhelm us. Thankfully, Sotha Seal returned while you traveled the Dreaming Cave. Sotha Seal said he had information meant only for Rightmaster Aikesis' ears. He asked me to send the Rightmaster to see him when he returned from traveling the Dreaming Cave. We also need to convince Sotha Seal to share the news he brought with us. But without the Rightmaster, he may decide to simply depart. Like all the members of the Dark Elf Tribunal, he can be very enigmatic. Maybe you should talk to him.
I never thought to lay eyes on this place. In truth, I wasn't even sure it existed.
How unusual. The Psijics know better than to disturb me in my private study, and the Rightmaster has kept me waiting for an inordinate amount of time. That leads me to a single conclusion. The Rightmaster has not returned from the Dreaming Cave. That is unfortunate. I enjoyed my infrequent talks with Aikesis. Ah, well. Now, if you don't mind, I have preparations to make before I take my leave. I am and I did. But the Rightmaster is no longer in a position to receive that information. Now, once again, I ask. A demand? Interesting. Then hear my words. Nocturnal stole a secret I thought well hidden. I developed a technique for utilizing life energy as a source of power. I suspect she will use that technique to amplify the Crystal Tower. The Crystal Tower exists on multiple planes of reality simultaneously and possesses capabilities we do not fully understand. We must assume that Nocturnal's options are infinite. I suggest you find Valcerin and inform her of this development.
You need to go to Valcerin's study right now. There's a problem. He's really tall.
Knight of Meridia, stay and talk with me.
Valcerin, stop! You're going to kill him!
Fine. Let our friend finish the interrogation.
This is ridiculous. I had no wish to see Aikesis harmed. He was my friend. He tried to save my daughter. If my wife wants a battle, though, tell her I'm ready to oblige. What are you talking about? Nocturnal, Methala, and Clavicus Vile are partners in this. That's why our three sects formed the Court of Bedlam. 3 Daedric princes working together to make the world a better place. No, that can't be right. Why would she betray the Triad like that? Unless... You must let me leave Artaeum. I need to contact my prince. Look, you have to let me return to Summerset and warn my prince. Let me go, and I'll convince Methala to help you. You're going to need my prince if you really plan to take on Nocturnal and the Crystal Tower. Consider it a necessary alliance. Do we really need to go over this again? Methala and the Triad sought places of power, the Clockwork City, the Crystal Tower, anything they could use to change the rules of reality and remake the world. They wanted to make things better.
Lathan is a shell of the man I fell in love with. We can't trust anything he says. No, we have to deal with this ourselves, And the key is reaching the Crystal Tower before Nocturnal can accomplish a similar feat. Just another horrible bit of news in an otherwise horrible situation. All the more reason for us to get to the Crystal Tower. Last I heard, the Sapiocs were attempting to rapidly attune 2 new tower sentinels. We need to see if they succeeded. Likely at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, northeast of Lillandril. The ritual usually requires a full year and a day to complete, but the Sapiocs reluctantly agreed to try to speed up the process. We should head out immediately. Oriandra, tell Darian to meet us at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, and keep an eye on Lathan while we're gone.
Let's hit the trail. Right behind you, partner. The day will be ours.
Attention! Class is now in session.
Onward, sailors!
No more stalling! Tell Raz what's happening at the Crystal Tower, now!
Why did you tell him that?
His teeth were very sharp, Dumbledore.
The Crystal Tower isn't supposed to do that, yes?
The tower started glowing right before you arrived.
Raz was nearby when he heard that the Sapiarchs were up to something at the Crystal Tower. This one didn't expect the tower to start glowing. I hope this is the work of the Sijics, yes? No, this is something worse. Raz feels it in his paws. Daedric Princess. Raz hates those things. And this one supposes that if Nocturnal takes control of the Crystal Tower, that would be bad for Summerset, yes? So that would be a yes on the bad for Summerset question. Infinite. A number so big it makes Raz's head swim just trying to imagine it. So what should we do about this? You have a plan to save the day, yes? So that is what the Sapiarchs are doing at the Gatehouse. Raz should have known. Magic makes this one's fur stand on end. Alright, let's go to the Gatehouse and see how the Sapiarchs are coming along before something else happens to the tower.
The tower! What's happening?
Raz thinks this is bad. Come, my friend, to the Gatehouse!
diamond key! It won't meld with me!
Keep trying! We need to open... Time is running out. The Sapiocs still haven't completed their ritual, and now Nocturnal has launched an attack against them. I sent Darien and Razumdar to defend the Sapiocs, but the Daedra keep on coming. I'll stay here and try to assist with the ritual. You go and help Darien and Razumdar. We need to buy the Sapiocs enough time to attune themselves to the diamond keys.
Stay focused, Sapiarch. We'll deal with the Daedra. This platform is safe. Go! I'll finish up here.
Finish the ritual. We will keep you safe. Go! Rise will finish up here.
The energy. Something feels wrong.
No! I think it's working! Damn it! No!
That was unexpected, yes.
I knew this wasn't going to work. Speeding up the Sapioc ritual was a long shot at best. We should have had the Conclave working on a solution all along. The Psijics could have figured out how to attune the Resolute Diamonds. You're right. Even without the Right Master, we can still do this. I can take the Resolute Diamonds and return to Artaeum immediately. But, well, I'm kind of at a loss as to what we should do next. No, that was a bad idea the first time Lathan suggested it. I'll take the diamonds to Artaeum and get to work immediately. Meanwhile, I need you to go to Eleanor and warn the Proxy Queen. She has to make sure Summerset is prepared, just in case. Darien, gather the diamond keys. The Psijic Order will do what the Sapiocs could not.
No, I'm done with the Psijic Order. Too many deaths, not enough action.
Raz will meet our friend in Alinor. You two do what you must. This one has seen many bizarre things working as an Eye of the Queen, but this may take the moonsugar cake. A strange dog walked up and spoke to Raz. That is what Raz said, a dog. It spoke words as clear as day. It gave me a message to give to you. The dog said you should meet it in the gardens because it had something important to tell you. Yes, Raz will go warn the Proxy Queen. That would be for the best. Just be careful, my friend. This one does not trust dogs, especially ones that talk. Talking animals, so unnatural, yes?
1,000 pardons, but the battery requires your prompt appearance at the Proxy Queen's court.
The Office of Divine Prosecution seeks a temporary botanical assistant.
Newcomer, are you ready to administer justice? You again? Alright, follow me. It's me, Barbas. Let's talk. Vile told me to find the mortal flea that continues to pester him and deliver a message. He's terrible with mortal names, but I immediately thought of you. Glad to see that my intuition's as sharp as ever. Oh yeah, I've got a message for you. My master's less than pleased with the way Nocturnal treated him. He wanted to be the first one to betray the Triad. Look, he wanted me to make sure to tell you he's not upset about the whole Vivek thing. At least, not anymore. Probably wants to make some kind of a deal. That's his bread and butter, you know. You can do what you want, but I figure you're even more angry with Nocturnal for the way she evaporated your friend and took the heart of transparent law. He told me you could find him in the caves just north of the city. Just be nice to him when you get there. He's still a little upset over how the Triad broke up and all that. My master has been livid since Nocturnal betrayed him. That's why I've been keeping my distance. Do me a favor and try not to make him any more irritated when you talk to him. I'd hate to see something bad happen to you. Oh wait, no I wouldn't. What? You never heard of the Daedric Prince of Bargains? The ruler of the Fields of Regret and the Lord of Tricks and Wishes? Well, don't tell him that. He's upset enough as it is. He had such high hopes until Nocturnal betrayed their partnership. I'm Barbas. Sure, I may look like a talking dog, but I'm actually a talking dog. I'm my master's faithful hound and servant, although I have a tendency to annoy my prince. Not sure why that is. Anyway, this is just one of my favorite forms.
Let's ride.
Enough, Silery. These mysterious deaths are our business to solve, not yours.
look at that! You can follow directions. My master's waiting for you deeper inside.
Even in death they serve. So, the Hound found you. Don't let these crumbled husks trouble you. I needed to vent my frustrations, and my loyal followers were close at hand. Yes, I did. I assumed Barbus would have made that clear. I admire your persistence almost as much as I hate the fact that you constantly oppose me. Still, Nocturnal couldn't dispatch you, which indicates you may be useful to me after all. We have a common cause now, you and I. A common enemy. Nocturnal turned her back on our alliance. She betrayed the Triad. Worse, she betrayed me. Consider my next words carefully before you respond. I can grant you access to the Crystal Tower. You killed my Court of Bedlam, Earl. You dispatched our pet sea slow. I hate you, but I also respect you. And I need your help to gain vengeance against Nocturnal. So I ask you this. How could you not trust me? Isn't the enemy of my enemy my friend? Upstairs, you'll find a key. With it, your Psijic friends can get you to my realm, where I can direct you to the Crystal Tower. Getting inside, though, for that, you'll need the Resolute Diamonds. Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. Haven't you learned anything? The Crystal Tower exists in all realms. In my realm, however, there is no gatehouse to block your way, just the tower's own defenses. And for that, unfortunately, you'll need the diamond keys. A problem, certainly, but one I'm sure you can overcome. Perhaps another prince will be willing to help you. I'll leave the details of that to you. Just remember this favor I have provided when you restore the tower and save your beloved Nern. I'm sure something of value will suggest itself when the time is right. I promise that whatever I ask for as compensation, it will not unduly cost you. Anyway, no more than you can afford. On that, you have my word.
Can you hear me? I have troubling news. The Golden Knight has taken matters into his own hands. He set Lathan free and returned with him to Summerset. Who knows what all that time in Meridia's realm did to Darian's mind? He couldn't have gotten off the island without Lathan's help, and Lathan needed his assistance to circumvent the wards placed upon him. I need you to find out what they're up to. I sense Darian in Summerset's northwest region, but Lathan's magic prevents me from identifying a more precise location. Please, I need your help. The Resolute Diamonds are proving more difficult to unravel than I imagined, and there's no one else. I'll find you as soon as the diamond keys are ready to use.